Hey, good afternoon. It is Friday. Happy Friday. The title of this live is "The Problem is Not the Problem," and the rest of that phrase is "How I respond to the problem is the problem." And that's assuming there is a problem. Another way of saying that is a problem is not a problem. It's just a situation. It's about how I approach it that really matters. My family received some news today that was discouraging, frustrating, and even to a sense maddening. And it's, it involves people and things and situations that we can't control, that we don't control, we can't control, but they have direct impact on us. And it was a blow, if I'm being really honest. And if you know my family well enough, you're familiar with what's going on. And even as I'm sitting here recording this live, I hear my wife talking to, I think, Brady, about how we're responding to the situation. But it reminds me in life, I've talked about many times that life is not fair, because I see people who go through tougher situations than us, people who are economically impoverished, and life is not fair because I get to have the things that I have. And it's easy to say that when things are going well, and then when things happen, when I really feel that life isn't fair, I really wish that person didn't make that decision. I really wish things didn't go that way. It's easy to fall back into, oh, life's not fair. Yeah, life's not fair. Things are going to happen. That's not the problem. The question is, how am I going to respond to it? The problem is not the problem. The problem is how I'm responding to the problem. So what do? What do I focus on? Do I focus on everything that I think is going to go wrong, or do I focus on how I can grow through the situation? If I can come up with a way that says, oh, the it's horrible, things are just going to go wrong. If I can come up with a way of being that way, then I can come up with a way of being that says, I can grow through this. My family and I can grow closer together through this. I can learn through this. I can take the lessons I learned through this and apply it for the rest of my life. And certainly people are going to come across my path in life that I can use the lessons I'm learning today in their life. Hey, Noel. Happy Friday. Good afternoon. And so what I see so many people doing, what I've seen that I've done is I've taken a discouraging, frustrating, maddening situation, and I've just assumed the only way to respond to it is to focus on everything that's going wrong and the limitations that are going to come along with this. But that's not true at all. That's living from an outside-in perspective. We live from an inside-out perspective. And if I can create a way that says this is going to be a frustrating situation, then I can also say this is going to be a loving situation. This is going to be a growing situation. And so my very succinct, short message today is that what's happening around us should not be the focus. The focus is, how am I responding? How am I reacting to what's showing up around me? Things are not always going to go our way. And we have an opportunity today, my wife and I do, to check ourselves and say, how are we responding to this? And then we have this incredible opportunity with these 3 children that we have that are someday going to be adults and facing unfair situations. We have this incredible opportunity to sit down with them today when they're 11 and they're 10 and they're 8 and walk them through a real life example of what to do, how to respond when things aren't going their way, so that they're not 30-year-olds that have always gotten their way and have no idea how to respond when things aren't going their way. Now that is an opportunity that we wouldn't have if things were always going our way. You see, in every situation, no matter what pain we're going through, there's an equal and even greater sometimes opportunity to grow. And that's what I'm choosing to focus on today. Have a great Friday. I'll see you tomorrow.